Hello YouTube, gonna be a 4 DVD review today. I'm gonna go straight into it with Dead Cert. I've just watched this film 10 minutes ago. It is a vampire film, and it starts off in a fighting scene where it's just normal humans brawling against one another in a bet fight, and then it gets into it where vampires start to come to this club that this guy's just owned. It's Craig Fairbrass. He's the main guy who owns the club. He's just opened his brand new club. First opening day, you know what they do. When they open a club, so on an open evening, people come, and eventually the vampires come, and he says, well, other people say that they're not welcome for reasons of them being bad people, and eventually finds it out when they offer him a proposal. It is a fight between his friend Chris, I don't know his real name, he's one of these characters, I think, and it's a fight between a vampire and a human, but they obviously don't know it's a vampire he's fighting. So it's £3 million to Craig Fairbrass. He's in this. He's called Frank. If his fighter wins, and if they lose, then he has to give up the club, which is what the guys are after altogether, because its land isn't good. It's dangerous land, and if they live on it, then it's really dangerous. So when they fight, the vampire and the human, the fight scene reminds me of Rocky IV, where Apollo Creed fights Drago, and Apollo Creed thinks he's gonna win, but he gets killed. He has a fight with him, and then he dies. Loads of people have seen that film, and it reminded me of that straight there, because 5 punches and the guy's dead. The vampire killed him. One punch and he's rocked. He's defeated in one punch, but then 4 punches later he kills him. It's mad. But once they've took over the land, he tries to get it back. Goes in, he just runs in there with his friends and starts fighting all the vampires. It's I don't know, the way it is, it's too fast, and it gets into everything, how it all happens, a bit quick. But the film isn't that long, to be honest, 1 hour 30, something like that, but it was okay. Wasn't amazing. 3 minutes on that one bit, I think I wasted too much time, so these 3 are going to have to be quite quick. Next one is Insidious. This, as it says on the front, it's not the house that's haunted, it's the child. I didn't say the child, but you know. The kid kind of goes into a coma, and since he's haunted, they move in the film, and it just follows him, the bad ghosts, and since he's in a coma, they've taken him to the other side, so they bring in a woman like they do in Poltergeist to try and talk to him, like through some kind of way, where the dad, Patrick Wilson, just goes to sleep, and the woman who comes over, the mad woman who can speak to them, just gets him to go into like a deep sleep, and while she talks to him, then he goes to try and save his kid, but that's going quite far. But that's basically what it is about, trying to get the kid out of the coma. It's not a fantastic film. People thought it was going to be scary when it came out in cinemas, and then when they went to see it, they obviously said it wasn't that scary, and I have to go with them, to be honest, because it wasn't exactly scary. There was a part in it where it was in the middle of the night, and Patrick Wilson went down, and somebody was knocking on the door, I think, and went downstairs. It was nothing, but the latch on the door was off, I think, so we put it back on, and then he went back up, and then there was a knock downstairs, and then the door was wide open. It was one of those weird moments in the film. That was pretty scary, I guess, and then that's it. But nah, it wasn't a very good film. And next next is The Last Exorcism. This was totally overrated. I mean, okay, 4, like 5 fours, all by different people, all by different viewers. Oh my god, it was shit. It was absolute crap. I give it a 2-star. It wasn't scary at all. It's like the exorcism of Emily Rose, a part in it where she's in a barn and she just has a spaz attack and does like a fucking weird thing like with her feet and her hand backwards. It's unbelievable. That's probably the only freaky part. But I just didn't like it at all. It wasn't scary, it wasn't entertaining, it was just over within a flash. It was that. I thought it'd be dragging because it was so boring, but it was actually a fast boring, surprisingly. Thank God. Shit, don't get it. Feel dead negative with these films, but to top it off, let's finish it with this. Proceeding. I don't know how to say it. I say Proceeding. It was a fantastic film. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was about a big ship where they're all on a party, and the big ship reminds me of Ghost Ship. And then a big tsunami, a terror wave, I think they called it in the film, comes and knocks it over. So they have to try and escape the ship, the people, to get to this raft thing, lifeboat, to be saved. And only a few people go and decide to, leave, and some stay for survival, because the ship, when it tipped, there was this room that they were all in that didn't have any water in it, but the people who left made the right decision, as the windows eventually broke and everybody died. Whoops. I don't know why. It's just, maybe some people might not like it because it's a ship film, or because not a ship film, because it's just the same place. I don't know, but I just love the way they're trying to escape, and it kept it alive, and they kept talking and talking and talking, and they obviously had to find different ways to escape, because where they were, they couldn't stay there for long because water kept coming in, things were going to happen. It was just an entertaining film all around, to be honest. Better than what I expected. I think, as far as I know, it is a remake of the first one, Proceeding Adventure something, but I haven't watched that because it's quite old. And that was a quick review for that one, because I've wasted a lot of time on the first one. That's all I've got for today. See you next time.